Hello, I'm the Ominous Notes. Today this is episode 53 of Album Review, and today I have, of course, the legendary debut album, eponymous debut album by Jimi Hendrix, of course, and it is Are You Experienced? This is, of course, like I said, his breakthrough record, especially immediately, and yeah, just he made some other records as well too, but the debut album just set everything off and did just everything for Jimi Hendrix that could be done, because I mean this album right here is just legendary. It is one of the best rated albums ever and also one of the most influential ones. I've just listened to it and it is a very good record from start to finish. It is actually on the original album, I believe there are only 11 songs, but on the re-releases, stuff like that, remasters, Jimi Hendrix has been remastered to death. So I mean, like everyone, yeah, of course, live albums, stuff like that, but everyone wanted to profit a bit off of Jimi Hendrix because he had only released 3 albums, and people were like, he has way more stuff, so people would bring that out. But I mean, the guy's dead, leave him alone, stuff like that. So there we are. But Our Experience is definitely one of those albums that I can recommend to you if you're just into very psychedelic rock music. If you really love that, the classic rock stuff, this is definitely an album that should be higher on your list. Are You Experienced? Yeah, like I said, the debut album by Jimi Hendrix, absolutely great one, and of course some songs on there. I don't know the track listing exactly because I've listened to this album on Spotify, but the track listing is different on the 1993 US CD release, and my track listing from Spotify, so I can't exactly name the songs in the right order, but there we are. Some songs I really loved on there were, of course, Hey Joe, saying that I believe this is about a psychopath, or I believe that Jimi Hendrix is repeatedly saying Hey Joe to a friend, and that friend is just a really crazy, really psychotic, I believe. He is killing his wife, I believe. That was something in the lyrics, I believe, but definitely a great song. A Jimi Hendrix classic, of course, and yeah, probably will never be forgotten. Hey Joe is just everything you want in a psychedelic rock song and more. It is absolutely stunning. Some other songs that were really chill were Stone Free. Yeah, it goes about the drug habits of Jimi Hendrix, what he did. Of course, myths were going around that he was using drugs very heavily, and Stone Free is definitely a song that explains this a bit more, that goes a bit further in depth to this. Another song that I really loved was Purple Haze, of course. Purple Haze is one of the most famous songs by Jimi Hendrix. Of course, repeatedly saying the chorus, the title track, of course, and just saying that I believe he's saying that she or he she has got you really crazy, and Jimi Hendrix is talking, I think, of that people can be really crazy if they have have smoked some drugs, stuff like that, and Purple Haze is definitely a great example of this. Only 2 minutes and 46 seconds, but it just delivers, man. It delivers in quality, in drums, in bass lines, of course, greatly blended in together with the pretty much flawless guitar playing by Jimi Hendrix. I mean, Purple Haze is just one of those songs that is just amazing to listen to. An ultimate classic by Jimi Hendrix, and remains one of his most well-known tracks. The Wind Cries Mary is one of his more famous songs, and this is a bit of a more mellow and even more psychedelic track. It is more. I think it is talking about that Mary has passed away and that the wind cries because of that. The wind cries, and he is referring, of course, to rain, and I believe that. And Mary was maybe a very close friend to Jimi Hendrix, or maybe his loved one, and now she has passed away, I believe. So the song is a bit dedicated to that. That is all speculation. Correct me if I'm wrong, someone. But yeah, absolutely beautiful, stunning track, and yeah, remains one of his most popular ones to date. Another song I really love was Foxy Lady, and this is of course also one of his most famous songs. This was actually the song that started the Spotify playlist off. On my device at least, I'm not sure what yours says, but Foxy Lady is definitely has a great opening guitar riff by Jimi Hendrix, and then goes full overboard with just everything the band has to offer for you. Just with a lot of insane drumming, a lot of great bass lines, and of course the psychedelic guitar playing and the vocals by Jimi Hendrix that glue this song all together, man. Foxy Lady is one psychedelic hell of a trip, and I can definitely recommend you that you just listen to the song, man. It is really great. Another song that was really good and actually closes out some of people's albums. It is very different for many countries, but Red House is definitely also one song that I really admire. Yeah, just also like the previous songs, has really some great psychedelic phases to it, some great arrangements on this track, and yeah, absolute one of my favorites. I have to listen to it more to get a real opinion about it, to go more in depth about it, but for now it was just a great song, man. I really loved it. And and also Jimi Hendrix can be a bit more emotional with May This Be Love, and this is actually, I believe, on the re-release, but I'm still gonna talk about it because why not? Yeah, Jimi Hendrix is of course talking about Can This Be Love, and he is also a bit more sensitive on this track, and it really shows how diverse Jimi Hendrix was back in the day, especially with May This Be Love, just basically a love song that tears at your heartstrings, really emotional depth about it, and yeah, remains one of his most delicate and most elegant songs to this day. One song I really liked as well was Fire. Yeah, just really good guitar playing by Jimi Hendrix, some very great explosive vocals on here. Fire is not per se about. I'm gonna say it is about fire. That is a wild guess right there. But it also reminds me a bit of the times that Jimi Hendrix put his own guitar on fire. So it reminds me a bit of that. I'm not sure if it's about that, but correct me if I'm wrong. And and of course also a song that is the closer of the 1993 CD re-release, and it is Are You Experienced? And Jimi Hendrix is talking about, of course, if the audience is experienced with the album they have just listened, created by Jimi Hendrix, and I can definitely say that I'm really experienced and have really enjoyed this record, man. It is really great, it is amazing, all those things, and I can definitely recommend you that you will get this album. Absolutely flawless drumming and bass lines by Noel Redding, the bass player, and Mitch Mitchell, really confusing name, but he plays the drums. And Jimi Hendrix does the lead vocals and guitar, of course, and he is absolutely a phenomenal guitar player, one of the best, absolutely amazing guitarist. Yeah, my rating is probably very obvious. It is a 10, of course, for this debut album masterpiece, man. It really is. So yeah, let me know your rating in the comments below, or let me know what you think of the album. Like, comment, subscribe, of course, to the channel, the honest note for more videos like this one. I hope you have enjoyed this video. God bless, stay safe, take care, enjoy Jimi Hendrix, and have a nice day. Really great album.